Alrighty, hello, my name is Donald, and this will be the first episode of the unit test saga series. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. I'll find out something after I get people's opinions. Basically, what I'm going to be doing is pitting units from Age of Empires against each other, armies of 50 of them, and see who actually would come out on top. Let's get started, shall we? On the red team, for this one, we have the Lange Karls. They are the Prussians' special grenadiers. Now, you're probably confused if you've ever played Age of Empires because Prussians is not a civ. You'd be correct because this is not vanilla Age of Empires 3 that we're playing. We're actually playing Age of Empires the Napoleonic era. It's a mod. I will try to remember to link it in the description. But, so up first we're going to have Lange Karls, which are the Prussians' special grenadiers, versus the Grognards. Grognards are, I probably am pronouncing that wrong if there's a French dude watching this, or chick, or French somebody watching this. Yeah, just correct me in the comments. These guys are quote-unquote Napoleon's elite grenadiers. You get these like their special home city shipment card. But enough chatter. How about we get started? Shall we? Okay. Okay, I think that was pretty clear. Grognards win hands down. Okay. Moving on. Up next. Okay. The Spanish, they get these things. They're rotoleros. They're quote-unquote sword and buckler infantry. They run around with like a shield and a sword, and they are like really fast and do quite a bit of damage. And over here we have the Rajputs. When the Asian dynasties first came out, the Indians, they had a unit called the Rajput. Basically, it's got two like giant blade things on their hands. I'm trying to think of a good reference, but I honestly don't know. I'd have to ask one of my other friends, Mike or Ian. But I felt these two are really similar, and it would be beneficial for them to duke it out and see who wins. So let's do this. 3, 2, 1. Okay, and now to watch the fight ensue. It seems pretty close. At the bottom, they seem to be winning, but then at the bottom, the Rajput seem to be winning, but at the top, the the Spanish ones seem to be winning. I cannot seem to remember their name, even though I just said it. Okay, I think the Rajputs win this. Yep, yeah, Rajputs win. Alright. Alright, so yeah. It would seem the Rajputs won. Yep, go ahead and cheer, little guys. There you go ahead. Okay, well, moving on. Our next fight. Okay, so in the Asian dynasties, they added China. China has it's a very interesting civilization. They have a completely different feel when you play them. Instead of playing where you train individual units and you make your own armies, where most people would make like an army of musketeers and culverins and or so and so depending on what they're fighting. Well, in China, they train banner armies, which are groups of armies of multiple different units. They get a unit called the Kayang Pikemen. It's very similar to the European Pikemen, but I'm not entirely sure the differences. I think it's slightly weaker. Though, for this particular fight, I'm going to be having them fight
Ja.
the Swiss. I, I think it's Reichsloffer. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce that. But, basically, these guys are like the Swiss's pikemen. Um, Overall, they seem to be pretty good units. I've never actually used the, Kayang pikemen alone. I usually use them with their rest of their banner army, which are, I believe it's the old Ming army or something like that. Well, enough. Well, time to get to the fighting. All right, 3, 2, 1.
Jawohl.
Wow, it's got some range to it. I don't know. The Kayang pikemen, if they can like swarm the Reichsloffer, they win. But if they get caught like by themselves, they get pretty much owned. Seems to be pretty close though. I mean, the Kayang pikemen seem to be winning to an extent, but the Swiss guys are just getting around them too fast. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close, but I don't think the pikemen, the Kayang, are gonna win. King or whatever they are. Nope. And
Auftrag
all right.
wird gemacht.
It would seem Reichsloffer's won. Good job for you guys. Good job for you. All right. Next up.
Bereit. Auftrag.
Again, with the Prussians, they get a bunch of different unique units. This one is the. Hang on, let me double check this. Schutz. This is the Schutz. Okay, not entirely sure, but it's called the Schutz. Effectively a skirmisher. I've used it before. And over here we have the riflemen. Now, before the Napoleonic era, the British were stuck having only longbowmen, and now I'm not going to say longbowmen are bad. I've very many times had the tides of the game turned against me because somebody just started mass producing longbowmen who are cheap and very effective. So, I'm not saying they're bad, but in the Napoleonic era, they finally got these things called riflemen. They're actually, I think, really good skirmishers. Now, here's the interesting part about these two. The Schutz, from what I've read on the info card, is basically it has more attack but less hit points, while the Rifleman has more hit points and less attack, or something like that. But, let's find out, shall we? Oh my. Okay, this is definitely not going how I'd expected. Usually I try to avoid ranged units using melee combat, but hey, if that's what happens, that's what happens, you know? Hey, it could happen in the actual game. I think they might be right. They have more hit points than normal skirmishers, but Reichsloffers also have less hit points than usual skirmishers too. Could be just the survivability that's keeping the riflemen alive. Alright, yep. Okay. Oh, we're down to 2. Okay, so it would seem the British riflemen won. I mean, it's nice, it's good to see, but I was kinda had my money on the Schutz. Anyway, moving on to the final, last but certainly not least, 2 like giants of the Asian Dynasties mod. No, Age of Dynasties expansion. Sorry. Okay, in the very first Age of Empires, Age of Empires 3, they released the Janissary. Janissary was probably one of the most feared units in the game. High hit points, high attack, long range. It's extremely powerful musketeer. Exceptionally strong, exceptionally well, very fast, and it's got that awesome scimitar which gives it an amazing amount of damage in combat, in like hand-to-hand combat. Now, with the release of the Asian dynasties, they had some competition. In the Indian civilization is very similar to European. The European civs all have a musketeer, a skirmisher, and generally speaking, a melee unit that is good against cavalry. Well, the Indians, they got, I guess because they had a lot of connections to the Ottomans, they apparently got a better musketeer than usual. They have the Sepoy. Sepoys are cheap, quick training, high attack, high damage, and a little bit longer range than normal. Now, they're very similar visually, at least, if you can tell. Even the way their idle activities, they pick up the scimitar and reholster it almost identically, as you can see as you're watching these. And I've always kind of had a soft spot for Sepoys and Janissaries because I just love the look of them. So, for the last fight of the day, let's get this started. Look at that Janissary. It's like, what, you shot me? Whatever. So you shot me. Big deal. Okay, come on. I'm kind of hoping the Sepoys win this, personally. Let's go. Come on, Sepoys. I don't know, Janissaries could win it, but I mean, Sepoys seem to be winning. I do kind of like how before they fire, they like get down on one knee to like get that right scope, especially for the that like right range, right accuracy. Janissaries, it's just beautiful, beautiful units. However, sad to say, I think we have a winner, and it's not who I was hoping. But hey, this is a unit test. Anything can happen. Anything can really happen. Whoa, wait a minute. Are the tides turning for the Janissaries? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not entirely sure. I was expecting the Janissaries to be dead by now, to be completely honest. But they're actually holding on a little bit better than I expected. Oh, no. Nope, they're wearing them away. And down goes the last one. Well, I won't lie. That was an extremely close match. Leaves with the Sepoys with 6. So 50 on 50, the Sepoys should win. Assuming there's like, they're completely equal in stats or something like that. Whatever. Now, there's one more. Now, I'll do that next time. Anyway, this is it for the game. This is it for the match. This is it for the comparisons. I will talk to you again in the next video, and leave your opinions in the comments. Give me your thoughts, suggestions, anything you would like to see. Put them in down there. I'll see what I can do. Alright? Thanks. Bye.